Hi there, my name's Alex Wise and today I'm going to edit this image that I took with my drone some time ago. I'm going to try to keep this video today quite short, as admittedly some of my videos of late have been a bit longer than they probably should have. So let's look to get started. So firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just straighten the image slightly. I'm going to use the sand line as my point that I want straight. So we're going to go to the crop area, then use the ruler, and I'm just going to drag down on the sand, and that straightened that for me. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to warm things up a bit. So we're just grabbing the temperature and warming quite a bit. Cool. Next, what I'm going to do is, and I'm just trying to keep all my edits today in Lightroom as opposed to jumping into Photoshop. So we're just going to use a graduated mask, and I'm just going to do completely counter to what I just did then by warming, by selectively cooling down this part of my shot, as I still want to retain the nice blues in the water without going overboard. Cool. And I'm going to do pretty similar to what I just did before, but this time what I want to do, I just want to give a sense that there's a bit of light coming in from this corner of the frame down here. So we're just going to give the exposure a slight nudge, warm it a lot. Cool. Next, I'm using the adjustment brush, and what I'm doing here is I'm just going to paint over the sand to warm this a bit more, just to give the sense that the sand was nice and warm. Not warm, sorry, poor choice of words. Just nice and golden, if anything. Just painting over some bits of this sand. Cool. Okay, dokes. Now I'm going to go to the tone curve. I'm just going to give my lights a good boost, and just going to give my highlights an increase too. But before I do, I'm just going to turn on highlight clipping, which is up here. So basically with that enabled, it just shows in your image when you're starting to lose your highlights, and the same applies for shadows too, where you've got your shadow clipping here. So what we do, I'm just going to give you an example of what it looks like when you increase the highlights and they blow out, to show how it shows up with highlight clipping enabled. So as you can see, where it's going red, that's where I've lost my highlights. So that's why having highlight clipping is quite useful, as you can tell when you're starting to push things overboard a little bit. So just going to give my highlights a bit of a nudge, and you can see that I'm losing a bit of highlights in my roof here, which is okay. And now I'm just going to pull down on my shadows. Look, what I'm doing here, just in case you're interested, I'm just trying to add some contrast to my image, if anything. Next, what I'm looking to do is go to my colors. What I want to do, I just want to have a play around with these tree colors a bit, see what we can do if we play with the hue on that. Not bad. Not quite what I was after though. So what we're going to do, we're going to use an adjustment brush again. Just this time I'm going to paint over the trees. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to have a play with some color being applied on the trees to see what effect it has. You're probably wondering, what are you doing? Good question. Look, if anything, I was just trying to add a bit of warmth to the trees, if anything, just to sort of give this sense that there's that light coming through from the corner of the frame, which there was. But look, yeah, I'm faking it a little bit, just to sort of make it a bit more pronounced. Cool. So yeah, just going back to my basic adjustments here. So what I'm going to do now is just give the saturation a slight nudge. I'm not one to pump the saturation of my images, but I think with drone images like this that are obviously taken in summer, it's hard not to, just to have that nice, warm, vibrant summer feel to my shot. So yeah, I've given it a pretty good nudge, just plus 16, and then just playing on my vibrance there too. Cool. That done. Sorry, just playing with the detail for a sec. Cool. And look, that's really all I'll be doing with this image. It's a pretty basic shot, to be honest. Not one that I'd go overboard editing, just to show you before and after. So this is the before on the left, and obviously the after on the right. What it's not showing on the left is the horizon, which was slightly straightened to be to have the sand line more the straight part of the image. Yeah, look, I guess some people probably would say that just warming the image would be enough, and look, tend to agree. But hopefully you'd agree that I haven't gone overboard here. But if you think I have, would welcome any feedback or comments that you might have. If this video was useful for you, let me know. Always keen to hear feedback, or if it was rubbish, also would like to hear that too. Yeah, look, thanks for watching. Hopefully see you next time. Bye.